I think there comes a point in some of our lives when we realize that we no longer love someone like we once did. There may be even come a point when we realize that we never really loved them in the first place. And we hold on to them. We hold on to them not out of love, but out of guilt. We tell ourselves that maybe one day, just one day we'll grow to love this person, or we'll grow to feel the same way as they do about us. And so we cling on to them. We cling on to them because we fear of letting them go. We fear of how they might react when you do reveal to them or you tell them you don't feel the same way. Or we fear what life might be like without them. So we hold on to them. And we try to convince ourselves that we're doing this unselfishly, right? We're doing this to protect them. When in reality, the only thing that we're doing is trying to protect our own feelings. Trying to protect ourselves from the guilt that will consume us. If we were to be honest, if we were to be truthful. And the more we hold on to them, the more we suffer on the inside. Paradoxically, the more we try to avoid guilt, the more guilt that we feel. I had an experience recently, which is why I decided to make this video. I had an experience with this young lady in which everything was fine at first, right? We hit it off, things went smooth, things were awesome. But then over a period of time, I realized that I don't really like her like I thought I did. I didn't have the same feelings that she had for me towards her. And so for the most part, the relationship or the interaction was one-sided. For the most part, she was the one that was consumed by all the feelings. And I was the one that was receiving them. And I pretended. I felt the same way for a while. But then I had to face myself. I had to admit myself that I didn't feel the same way, and all the feelings that I was trying to feel, it was pointless, because you cannot force yourself to feel a certain way. You cannot force yourself to buy into an idea that your mind fabricates. And so I had to be honest with myself. I had to be truthful. And eventually I had to confess to her, and I had to let her go. And a lot of the times, the most painful thing for you to do is to let go of someone that you know is an awesome person. Let go of someone that you don't have any logical reason to let go of. But the only reason you're letting them go is because you don't feel the same way. On paper, this person is awesome, but your feelings have not caught up to the person that is in front of you. Right? And you cannot force yourself to feel. I realize that in life, a lot of the people that you're gonna come across are just not meant to be for you. A lot of people that you cross paths with are just there temporarily, are just there for a season. And once that season is over, then you need to move on. Once that season has passed, then it's time for you to let go of it. And we know when the race has been ran, and we know when the season is over because we feel it. It's this deep feeling that we feel within us. And no matter how much we try to run away from it, it still persists. And the only way that feeling can go away is when you finally stop lying to yourself. When you finally stop putting on the facade or trying to force yourself to feel. And you do the right thing. And the thing about it too, right? The longer you entertain in your life what is not for you, the longer what is for you keeps evading you. The longer you keep in your life what is not meant for you, right? The more you create a distance between what is for you and yourself. And I had to come to that realization that sometimes things are not just not meant to be. And when you hold on to things that are not for you, you not only hurt yourself, but you hurt the other person. Because you're basically denying the inevitable, right? You're stopping them from finding what it is that is meant to be for them. And that's selfish, right? That's selfish. So there comes a lot of times in which you might be with a person and everything is incredible. You know, they're awesome. You know, you're spending time with them. There are no issues, but you just don't feel the same way for some odd reason. And there comes a point when you just have to face yourself and stop lying to yourself. You have to admit that you don't feel the same way. And for your sake and for their sake, you have to let them go. And as painful as it is, it's the right choice. As painful as it is in the moment, right? In the long run, it's the right decision. So I say all this to say, if you're in a position in which you have someone in your life, romantically, that you don't feel the same way about, that you cannot give them the love that they deserve, let them go. The longer you keep them around is the longer you delay what is for you and what is for them. You know, sometimes things are just not meant to last, and things are just not meant to be. And sometimes people are just in your life for a season to teach you a lesson, or for you to learn something, or even for them to learn something. Who knows? You know, it could be a myriad of reasons why you cross paths with this person. But the best thing you can do for yourself when you do not feel the same way is to move on. Is to let them go. And letting someone go when you don't feel the same way, to me, is one of the highest forms of love. Because you're letting them go unselfishly. Right? You're allowing them to be free to find what it is that is for them. And not only are you allowing them to be free, but you're allowing yourself to be free as well. So don't hold on to them if you do not feel the same way about them. Let them go. Let them be free. And trust that life will bring you what is for you. And when the time is right, the person that is meant to be in your life will be in your life. But do not hold on to people selfishly when you do not see a future with them. Peace and blessings.